Morning everyone, it is 9:30 a.m. Central Time, so time for another episode of our Loven Steps Holiday Helper. And today I am going to show you that fabulous holiday helper projects don't have to come from the holiday catalog, from the August through December holiday catalog. They can also come from the 2021 annual catalog, which is important if you are shopping today because this catalog is 10% off pretty much everything. There are 74 excluded items, but it's like super detailed, 3 types of Whisper White, 3 types of Very Vanilla. Anyway, really a lot of these great things are available, and you can make fabulous Christmas and holiday projects with the items in there. So we're gonna switch gears from what I've been showing you, and I'm gonna give you a project this morning that features some of those annual catalog items. The supply list is in the shopping link, and the hostess code I don't think I put in, but I will add it when I get done showing you a project this morning so you know how to get that. But you guys ready to get stamping? Okay, we're making a Curvy Keepsakes box, one of these little mini guys, and I have some tips and tricks for you on mixing and matching some of these pieces. So let's tune you down here and get started. And I am going to start actually with the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. It's this one, I think I've showed it to you kind of recently. It has like the tile and the wood grain and the fibers and so forth, tweeds, gorgeous paper. And with the Curvy Keepsakes die, the mini, you are going to need a strip of paper that is about 5.5 inches wide, and you'll be able to get 2 from that strip. So here's my example, 2 from the 5.5 inch strip. Okay, so the nice thing about this die is that it fits on a 6x6 piece of paper. So if you wanted to use some of those 6x6 Christmas papers, you are able to do that. So I have one that is die cut here, and everything is on this box, which is really nice. So it's really easy to assemble. All you're gonna do is go ahead and fold on the score lines. And you want to be a little bit gentle if you're using designer series paper for this, rather than cardstock, because you don't want to have those score lines there break. So just be gentle with it. And all you have to do to pull this together is pinch the handles in the center. Okay, pinch. And then I just press them down and bring the handles over. It is not hard. You shouldn't have to work super hard for this. If you're trying to get this over the top of the handles and it won't reach, then just push the handles down a little more. Let's see, can I show it sideways? So see, they kind of stick up like this. I'm gonna squish everything down, and that makes it really easy to slide the handle over the top, and then it just notches in and you have your little box. Okay, now there are about 1.5 billion things that you can do with this sweet box. I love this with the wood grain paper from In Good Taste, but you could make them from cardstock, you could stamp them, you could do so many different possible things, but I love the rustic look of this. And so to carry with the rustic look, I'm going to add the Perfectly Plaid stamp set, which is also in the annual catalog. Hey Faith, hey, good morning guys. I saw Sandy and Cindy go by. Anyway, the plaid tree here is perfect, a perfect match for our little rustic tree. So I'm gonna grab that, and I've got it mounted on a block, and then the candy that's gonna go inside this, and you guys know that I pick my candies based on what I can stamp them with, so totally based on the color scheme in the candy. So I do love Ghirardelli chocolate squares. They're an excellent stampable candy item. They fit with lots of things, but these minis that I got from Walgreens are perfect because they fit a little bit better in some things. So you can see the bottom of the Curvy Keepsakes box is a little bit smaller. Thanks, Cindy. Which honestly, the smaller is kind of nice because you don't have to break the bank to fill these with candy. Sometimes you have a big box, like you're buying a lot of candy to go in them. So these are just a treat. It's not a meal, right? That's what I tell my kids when there's a bag of candy or something. That's a snack, it's not a meal. Anyway, all right, so my color scheme comes from this. So I'm gonna use Poppy Parade and then go with the green shaded spruce because it's a nice rustic green feeling color. the colors have different feels. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but like something like Granny Apple Green is like a contempo Christmas to me because it's so so saturated and modern feeling. So I'm gonna go with Shaded Spruce is my go-to for Rustic here. All right, I think I'm gonna do this way. Oh, I don't wanna do this on crumb cake. Okay, hold on, I gotta grab some white. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh no, it's right here. Okay, whew, you didn't have to talk for long. All right, so I'm gonna stamp this on my Whisper White cardstock. I am going to punch it out with the tree pine tree punch, and which is a great one to have on hand for lots of things. And then we need a way to attach our tree to our little box here. So what I'm gonna do is go back to our die set, and the dies from the mini keepsake box come with all these little tags, which are spectacular because they are perfectly, morning Carol, perfectly sized to go with the box. So how convenient that they're in this die set. This die set is a really great value for all the pieces that you get. And I often find myself using these tags for non-box things. So I'm gonna use the star here. And you know, we've talked on the Loven Stamp Studio tours about organizing your scraps and stuff like that. So I just so happened to have this scrap of metallic cardstock. This one's brushed, which isn't on the sale today, but gold foil would be. So I can cut out a couple of these little pieces here from my scraps, and ta-da, through the magic of television, I have my star cut out. So our tree is going to go right here, and I have my Stampin' Dimensionals handy in my drawer. If you're looking for organizational tips, you're gonna wanna go back and check out the Loven Stamp Studio tours, because I have a lot of those for you. Okay, so this is gonna give our tree, I think you can see it better on here, our tree tag, but now we need a little greeting. So I brought in a strip. At first I did it on Whisper White, and I'll show you that, and then I backed off the color because I wanted it to be a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna grab my Poppy Parade, and the greeting from this says, may this special season be wrapped in love and joy. And I thought that that was perfect to go with our little treat container. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp this here on my crumb cake cardstock. So, and then I'm gonna go ahead and trim some banner ends. Of course, there are punches for this too, if you prefer that. But let me show you how this is gonna go on here, and I'll show you how to glue it down in a second, but kind of see how that goes. The original one that I did was Whisper White on here, and I felt like it kind of diminished the rustic effect because it was just too strong. So I am excited to do this with crumb cake instead, since it's not quite so intense. Hi, Jennifer. Okay, so now I could go ahead and just stick this down and be done, but also included in the fabulous mini keepsakes dies are these little branches, and they fit our rustic look perfectly. So I die cut from a piece of Shaded Spruce cardstock with those, and ta-da, have these two pieces. So let me show you how I'm going to assemble these. I'm gonna go ahead and set this on here, and I think you can see nicely on this piercing pad. And so I'm going to pop my, I think I'm gonna go this way so I don't overlap the star. I've got them ends together on here, and I'm gonna grab one of my dimensionals and pop it right over the end. So now those little pieces are stuck on there, and I don't have to work too hard to get them to stay where I want. And then all I have to do is go back with my greeting and stick that over the top, and I'll go like this. There we have a really cute little rustic tag to go with our rustic box. Now, to tie this on, how to tie. At first, I honestly went for my red braided trim, which I do love. It's like a braided linen, and you could do that certainly, but it's not from the annual catalog, and I said I'd stick with annual catalog today. Morning, Jenny. So I am going with the equally awesome, but not as red, braided linen trim. And it doesn't take very much to do the little knot that I did there. I'm gonna do a bow on this one. And so our star tag is already pre-punched because the punch hole is on the die itself, which is fabulous. Now, if you wanted to have another star on this, but you only wanted one to be the tag, you could very easily cut out another star and just put that hole where the hole is underneath the layer, so it would be hidden. And then you could have 2 stars kind of creating your tag. So I've just looped that through there, and I'm going to loop through here. And I tied a knot on my first box, but I'll go ahead and tie a bow in this one. So remember that all these things are from the annual catalog, which is fabulous because today's the annual catalog 10% off Merry and Bright sale. So, hi Sue. So all these things you can shop for today with that special. So, all right. And if you're watching this later and you missed the sale, then, you know, they're all still pretty awesome. So, okay. So here is our cute little box and our cute little bow, a nice rustic holiday. And of course, like I said earlier, fits the mini Ghirardelli mints perfectly. You can stick a couple of them in there, and these would make a cute little gift. And you know what? This box is not flowery, and it's not like too, you know, I don't know, fussy or anything like that. So it would be a great guy gift too. And if you want to get rid of the bow because you think that makes it look too flouncy, you can tie a knot and that's less flouncy, but still fits chocolate, which, let's be honest, is the most important thing. So, all right. So I think that covers us for today's holiday helper. It is today's Tuesday. Ooh, I almost dropped my box right into the ink pad. But yeah, so I hope that you guys are excited about the special that is going on today with the Merry and Bright and the discount in the annual catalog. And if you have any questions about that or you have any trouble ordering, just let me know. Can you use the blends on the braided trim? Jenny asked. Yes, you can use Stampin' Blends on most things. You just want to be real gentle. The Stampin' Blends have a really nice tip, and you don't want to rip them up. So I wouldn't like scribble back and forth on the braided trim just because it's a natural fiber and it's a little coarser. So you wouldn't want to rip up the tips of your blends, but yeah, for sure, you could definitely do that. And Sue says, happy Thanksgiving. So today's Tuesday, tomorrow we'll have one last Holly Helper, and then on Thursday, I will give you guys a chance to Zoom and visit with all of your loved ones. So I encourage you to get on and have your own holiday helper. Make something fun at home. So, all right, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about shopping today, drop me a note. I'm happy to help you with that. If the website gets a little bogged down because it tends to be a popular day on the sale day, you can just check back later, or honestly, send me a text, give me a call, send me an email, and I'd be happy to help you with those. So, all right, guys, happy stamping. Thanks so much for tuning in this morning. Take care.